All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are diving deep, really deep, into one of India's absolute top-tier one-year MBA programs. We're talking about the International Program in Management for Executives from IIM Lucknow. You probably know it as IPMX.
So let me ask you something. Are you thinking about how to really kick your career into high gear? Maybe you're at that mid to senior level and you know you're ready for more, but a 2-year break just isn't on the cards? Well, you're in exactly the right spot. Let's figure out if this program is the game changer you've been searching for.
Okay, so IIM Lucknow's IPMXMM. This is the real deal. It's a 1-year, full-time program and it's residential. It's built from the ground up to take experienced pros and turn them into global leaders. And it's not just them saying it. They've got the stamp of approval from ASC, MB, and AMBA. Now, if you're not familiar with those, think of them as the Oscars of business education. They're the highest global accreditations you can get. So, yeah, this isn't just about getting another degree. This is about lighting a rocket under your career.
Okay, so before we get into who's a good fit and, how to actually get in, let's cover the basics. What is the IPMX program really?
So IPMX stands for International Program in Management for Executives. The keyword here is intensive. It's a 1-year whirlwind journey, and it's fully residential, which means you're not just commuting, you're living and breathing the whole IIM experience 24/7 at their Noida campus. And that's huge, because you're right there, smack in the middle of India's corporate world.
The whole point of the program? It's pretty clear. It's designed to take all that experience you already have and give you the tools to get to the C-suite. You can think of it as a general management program, but with a massive global focus. And that's not just a buzzword. We're talking about a mandatory 2 to 3 week international trip. It's baked right into the course, so you get firsthand experience of how business is done in Europe or East Asia. Super valuable stuff.
All right, let's move on to the big question. Probably the one that's on your mind right now. Are you the right fit? Who exactly is IIM Lucknow looking for? Let's see if your profile matches up.
One of the coolest things about the IPMX classroom is just how diverse it is. They're not looking for one type of person. They want driven people from all kinds of backgrounds. So maybe you're building your own company, or you're in a family business and want to bring in some modern management ideas. Or maybe you're a tech guru who wants to shift into a leadership role. If you're hungry for that next level of respect and responsibility, then yeah, there's a good chance you'll fit right in.
Okay, now for the stuff that's non-negotiable. These are the absolute must-haves, the hard lines in the sand. You've got to have a bachelor's degree with at least 50% marks. And this is a big one, a minimum of 5 years of full-time work experience after you graduated. And listen up, because this trips people up. You need a valid GMAT or GRE score. But, and I can't stress this enough, the online at-home tests, they don't count. You absolutely have to take it at a physical test center.
All right, so let's say you tick all those boxes. You're eligible. What's the next step? Let's walk through the actual journey to getting that acceptance letter.
This is where it gets really interesting. Let's look at how they actually evaluate you. Your GMAT or GRE score, that's 30%. Important, for sure, but get this. Your academic and professional profile, that's also 30%. And your personal interview, another 30%. That tells you everything you need to know. IIM Lucknow isn't just looking for people who can ace a test. They're looking for whole people, future leaders. It's a much more holistic approach.
So the whole thing kicks off with an online form and a non-refundable 5,000 rupee application fee. Now, a really important step is that you have to provide the contact info for 2 recommenders. This isn't optional, it's mandatory, and they don't send the letters to you, they submit them directly. From there, if you're shortlisted, you'll be invited for the writing ability test, the WAT, and the personal interview. And that's what leads to the final decision.
Okay, timing is everything, right? So listen up. The admissions are split into 2 phases. Phase 1's application deadline is around mid-October, and offers go out in December. If you miss that window, no worries. Phase 2's deadline is in mid-December, with offers sent out in February. So mark your calendars. And just to be clear, no matter which phase you get in through, the program starts for everybody in the first week of April 2026.
All right, let's get to the part I know you've been waiting for. The big one. The ROI. You're investing a year of your life and a good chunk of money. So what's the payoff? Let's talk about careers. Let's just put the number out there. 27.72 lakhs per annum. That was the average CTC for the class of 2025. Just let that sink in for a second. That one number tells you so much about the kind of career boost we're talking about here. So where do people actually end up? Well, consulting is king. A huge 41% of the graduating class went into consulting.
That's a lot. After that, you see a big chunk going into sales, business development, and strategy. It's pretty obvious that if you want to get into a top consulting firm, IPMX is one of the best launch pads out there. And just look at the companies that come to hire. It's a who's who of the corporate world. You've got global titans like Google, Deloitte, Goldman Sachs, and of course Indian giants like Flipkart and Tata Motors. This list isn't just for show, it's proof. It shows you the kind of respect and trust the world's best companies have for an IMBX graduate.
And let's be super clear, we're not talking about entry-level, fresh-out-of-college MBA jobs. Not even close. This program is for experienced people, and the jobs reflect that. The official placement report says it all. Graduates are getting offers for roles like director, vice president, and program leader. You're graduating into a serious leadership position. You know, a huge piece of this success story is the campus location itself. Being in Noida, right in the National Capital Region, is a massive strategic advantage. It's not just a place to study, it's a hub. You're right next door to all these corporate headquarters, which means constant industry interaction, networking opportunities, and, yeah, placements.
So there you have it. We've walked through the whole thing. What the program is, how you get in, and what happens after you graduate. The path is laid out pretty clearly. It's a well-defined route to totally transform your career. So really, there's only one question left, and it's not for me to answer. It's for you. Are you ready to walk it?